To some, rock and roll is purely a 20th century phenomenon, a product of a time before the internet, when it was possible for just one band to capture the imaginations of a generation. One of the last groups lucky enough to achieve this status was Oasis. We caught up with songwriter Noel Gallagher in Paris for his thoughts on what's changed. Viewers be aware, as with anything Gallagher related, this VT features some very strong opinions and some appalling and horrendous language.
Oasis was the last band from the old world. We happened before the digital age. When somebody would say to someone in 1994, "Have you heard that Supersonic by Oasis?" Who? Oasis. What is it? On the radio word called Supersonic. Have you heard it? No. You had to fucking wait another week before you might catch it on the radio, right?
I need to be myself. I can't be no one else.
You know what happens now? Someone says, "Have you heard that song by that band Oasis?" No, I haven't. What's it called? It's called Supersonic. Supersonic. So I'm looking there. There's a fucking ball guy in the band. I'm not having that. Next. Because in theory, the internet and YouTube, they should all be helping bands get off the ground. But it's not. You know, it's got worse.
Slip inside the eye of your mind.
The record labels are not interested in working class bands anymore. I just live in a different era, you know what I mean? But the working class bands are out there. But saying that though, no one's ever going to convince me that there's a bunch of guys on a council estate writing the greatest songs that, and are not being discovered. That's fucking nonsense.
But please don't put your life in the hands of a rock and roll band. We'll throw it all away.
If there's any blame, you're going to attach it to record labels. You know, if you think that the big major record labels, the two biggest indie albums of the 90s, which is Nevermind and Morning Glory, from the point of them being huge, the record business as a whole turned its focus on indie music and alternative music. And then they bought up all the indie labels and shut them all down, and now they've moved on, you know. All those people that were out there looking to discover the My Bloody Valentines and Primal Screams are not there anymore. They're doing other things, probably working in fucking IT or something.
So do you think rock and roll is dead then? Is that what you're saying?
Not as long as I'm still fucking going, it's not. It's there, but it certainly is not the regeneration process. If you think that the last great collection of groups came out 10 years after Definitely Maybe, and that was Arctic Monkeys and Kasabian and Razorlight and the Libertines and all that, since then there's been nothing. You name me one band since then. So that's 10 years ago. Alternative music never used to go 10 years without regenerating itself, ever. It was 5 at the most, you know. There's a 5-year gap between the Jam and the Smiths and the Stone Roses and the Stone Roses and Oasis, and, you know what I mean? So the evidence is that it's kind of, it's certainly in hibernation for sure.